Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Jamie. Let's get to crafting. For this project, I'm just taking one of these wood rounds that you can get over at your local hardware store. You can choose either one that you want. They have the small or the large one, and I chose to go with the bigger one. This was about $12. Now, what I was pointing out right there was that on one side there was these little circles, like pre-cut out circles, and I decided that I do not want that to be the focal point of my project, so I flipped it over, even though I do stain both sides of this project in my favorite Minwax stain, Red Oak. Now, what I should have done before I stained this is I should have sanded this down, because as you can see, there are some smooth edges and there are some rough edges on here. And so what I just do is I go ahead with some 220 grit sandpaper and I gave this piece a good sanding just to smooth that all out. Now, don't worry too much about the sandpaper roughing up any of the stain, because when you go in later on with your clear wax, not clear wax, but your sealer, it actually hides all of that and it looks beautiful. This video is in part of the Look for Less challenge for the month of September, hosted by Yami, the Latina next door, and her co-host this month is Corey over at Desert DIY. I will leave both their channels linked down in the description box below, as well as the playlist for this challenge. So here I am just trying to get a visual of where I'm going to be painting my project, and then I just remembered that I wanted to make sure that that wood knot there is going to be at the top, because it's those tiny little details like that I would like for them to stand out. So just trying to decide where I want to put my painter's tape so that I can lay that down, and once I get that all in position, I can go in with my Waverly chalk paint in white, and I do 2 coats in this area. Also, just keep in mind that if you do choose to do this project, you can do this any color you want to. This would also look very beautiful in a gray, or what I would have liked to have done was in a nice ivory, but I didn't have any ivory paint. I really need to go to the store and pick some up. But anyway, you do you. Whatever color you choose will be beautiful. Now, this is a free printable that I had gotten from clipground.com, and I'm going to leave their link in the description box down below. You just go to their website, find an image that you like, download it, and then I just printed this image off of my printer on some regular printer paper. And then I am just taking some, excuse my cat, she's always in the way. I'm just taking some transfer paper I had gotten from a wood burning kit I had gotten a while back, and of course this still works for this project. And then I'm just placing where I'm going to be wanting my image, and then I put my image on top of that, and then I just take my pencil and I'm going to be tracing over every single detail. Now, before I did that, I went ahead and freehanded my last name. Our last name starts with a W, which is why I went with the W. And then I just freehanded our last name, which is right. And then, yeah, you just take your pencil and just slowly go around each and every detail. And then when you're all done, your image will be on your project. Now, this is a great option for those of us who don't have a Cricut or a Silhouette. So just going maybe to like Hobby Lobby or Michael's and just picking up a pack of transfer paper, and that way you can print really nice, fancy looking images off of your computer, and then you can still have those beautiful designs on your projects without spending hundreds of dollars on a vinyl cutting machine. So this is what the image is going to look like as soon as I get my paper, my transfer paper peeled off of here. And I really am so excited with how everything looks. It just makes me so happy. And so the next thing I'm going to use is my Sharpie paint pen. Now you can do this step however you want to. I prefer a paint pen. I think getting into those like tiny little details like that just makes it a little easier to work with. So that's just what I use. I mean, a paintbrush I think would just be too big to do this. So I definitely recommend investing in some paint pens. Now, if you have any little hiccups with, any of the transfer paper smudging or anything like that, I just kind of touched the area up with a little bit of white paint and called it good. So the next thing I use is this polycrylic sealer, and I just want to make sure that this project is good and protected. So I actually just so happen to have a brand new clean brush right out of the package, and I just did one coat over this entire thing, the top, the bottom, and the sides. Now I'm showing you the edges here just really quick because I sanded these edges after I had stained it, and I just wanted you to see that after I applied that sealer, that that rough look on the stain, it did go away. It still looks beautiful, and I probably should have taken that white paint all the way to the edge, but that's just the way it turned out. So the next thing I'm doing is I'm attaching these handles, and I forgot to record this, but I wind up using some E6000 and some hot glue to attach them because the screws I had was not working. And here is how this turned out in the end, and I am so pleased with how this piece turned out. I absolutely love it so much, and what's great about doing a project like this is that you can display this year-round and you can decorate it with the seasons. So this was my original inspiration piece from Etsy. It was $50, and I know mine does not look exactly like it, and that's okay. I wasn't trying to go off of it. It was an inspiration piece. But mine was only $15. It was $12 for the wood round and $2 a piece for each of the handles. I'd like to thank Yami for hosting another Look for Less challenge because these are so much fun. Also like to thank Corey for hosting this month's challenge, and don't forget to go and check out both of their channels. Their links will be in the description box down below, and don't forget to click on that playlist and watch all the other creators that are participating in this challenge and see what they have in store for you. And I'd also like to thank all of you for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you like it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And I hope that you consider subscribing. And if you do, go ahead and hit subscribe, ring the little bell so you can get notified anytime I upload a new video. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye.